Some women don't fear love, they fear the script. The one that says devotion must look like a shared address, shared schedule, shared last name, shared everything, until the relationship becomes a cage with pretty curtains. Classic marriage, the traditional we merge our lives into one unit model, works beautifully for many people. But for certain zodiac energies, it can feel like trying to wear a gown 2 sizes too small. You can breathe, but you can't live. These women are not commitment phobic. They're authentic phobic, meaning they refuse to sign up for a life that slowly erases their voice. And here's the secret most people learn too late. A happy relationship isn't defined by the marriage format, it's defined by the emotional design. For these signs, love thrives when it has oxygen, space, privacy, freedom, curiosity, separate goals, and a relationship structure that fits their nervous system. That's why alternative models often suit them better. Guest marriage, living apart together lot, committed partnership, but separate homes or plenty of alone space. Commuter marriage. Love survives distance because the bond is intentional, not automatic. Boston marriage, modern meaning, a deeply loyal partnership built on companionship, equality, and independence. We choose each other daily, not we own each other legally. Creative marriage, custom rules, separate finances, separate bedrooms, flexible roles that protect desire instead of killing it. If you're one of these signs, your destiny isn't loneliness. Your destiny is a love story that refuses to be generic. And when you stop forcing normal, you become dangerously magnetic to the right person. Now let's name the 5. Aquarius, Jan 20, February 18th, the woman who won't be owned. Aquarius doesn't struggle with commitment. She struggles with possession disguised as love. The classic marriage model can feel like a slow psychological takeover, constant expectations, constant togetherness, and the unspoken pressure to become predictable. But Aquarius was not born to be predictable. She was born to be brilliantly herself. Why classic marriage can fail her? Aquarius needs freedom the way other people need reassurance. If her partner demands proof, routines, and constant emotional reporting, she shuts down. Not because she doesn't care, but because her love is intellectual, future-focused, and built on respect. When marriage becomes a list of duties, Aquarius feels like she's married to a schedule, not a person. What suits her better? Guest marriage law is a power move for Aquarius. Separate homes or separate kingdoms inside one home keep her attraction alive. Boston-style partnership, friendship first, equality. Deep loyalty is her love language. She thrives in relationships where both people keep their individuality, separate passions, separate circles, separate dreams, and a shared mission in the middle. Where she feels best in love, with someone who doesn't chase her but walks beside her. Someone emotionally steady, mentally sharp, and not threatened by her independence. She needs a partner who can say, "I trust you, go be you," and come back because you want to. Her chances of happiness outside of marriage, extremely high. Aquarius is one of the most likely signs to create a lasting partnership without traditional labels because she's loyal when she's respected. The key is choosing a partner who sees her freedom as a feature, not a problem. Forecast. In 2026, Aquarius love becomes clearer and cleaner. This is a year of upgrading relationship standards, fewer explanations, more alignment. If you're dating, you'll notice a pattern. People who want to control you will reveal themselves early. Good. You're not here to negotiate your identity. If you're in a long-term bond, restructure it. Space, autonomy, boundaries. The moment you do, intimacy returns like electricity. Sagittarius, November 20 to December 21st, the woman who needs a horizon. Sagittarius can love with her whole heart, but she cannot love inside a locked room. Classic marriage often comes with invisible handcuffs. Where are you going? Why do you need that? When will you settle down? And Sagittarius hears those words as a funeral bell for her spirit. Why classic marriage can fail her? Sagittarius needs movement, travel, growth, exploration, reinvention. A traditional marriage structure can become repetitive, domesticated, overly serious. And when life becomes too small, Sagittarius doesn't just get bored, she gets sad. She starts to feel like she's betraying herself to keep someone else comfortable. What suits her better? Commuter marriage or long-distance phases can actually strengthen Sagittarius love. Distance keeps desire alive. Guest marriage lot gives her the freedom to roam without threatening commitment. A relationship contract where both partners support each other's adventures is ideal. We are loyal and we are free. Where she feels best in love, with someone who's confident, curious, and emotionally mature, not clingy, not suspicious, not needy. Sagittarius needs a partner who can handle her honesty and laugh with her through life. A partner who says, "Go chase your dreams. I'll be your home base, not your prison." Her chances of happiness outside of marriage very high, especially if she stops choosing partners who secretly hope to tame her. Sagittarius is faithful when she's inspired. She doesn't cheat because she's wild. She leaves because she's suffocating. Forecast: 2026 is a bold love year for Sagittarius. Expect a crossroads. Either your relationship expands with you, or it reveals its limits. Many Sag women will choose a love that supports travel, career shifts, or a fresh start in a new city. If you're single, a powerful connection can appear through learning, travel, or online community, someone who matches your mind and your speed. Your mantra this year: love should feel like wings, not weight. Gemini, May 21, June 20th. The woman who needs conversation like oxygen. Gemini is often misunderstood. People think she fears commitment, but what she truly fears is emotional boredom. Classic marriage can become a loop. Same arguments, same routines, same roles. And Gemini is not built for loops. She's built for evolution. Why classic marriage can fail her. Gemini needs variety, play, novelty, and mental stimulation. If marriage becomes duty first, desire later, Gemini starts living in her head. She'll still show up, still smile, still do what's expected, but inside, she's drifting. And when Gemini drifts, she becomes emotionally unavailable without even realizing it. What suits her better? Creative marriage, flexible roles, constant novelty, shared projects, social life keeps her engaged. Guest marriage lot works beautifully when both partners are independent and busy. Gemini also thrives in best friends who are lovers, relationships where the bond is built on conversation, curiosity, and shared experiences. Where she feels best in love, with a partner who keeps learning, keeps flirting, keeps talking. Someone who doesn't shame her for changing her mind, because Gemini's mind is meant to move. She needs emotional safety and intellectual spark, the feeling that the relationship is a living story, not a finished book. Her chances of happiness outside of marriage: excellent if she chooses a partner who enjoys her complexity instead of demanding she simplify herself. Gemini can be deeply loyal when the relationship stays emotionally and mentally alive. The outside marriage part isn't the point is outside the trap of monotony. Forecast: in 2026, Gemini love gets louder, not in drama, but in truth. You'll stop tolerating half connections and start craving real compatibility. If you're in a relationship, introduce novelty, trips, new routines, new shared goals, even separate hobbies that make you miss each other. If you're single, you may attract someone who feels like a mirror mind, a partner who stimulates you so much that you finally understand. The right love doesn't limit your personality, it celebrates it. Aries, Mar 21, April 19th. The woman who refuses to shrink. Aries women don't lose interest in love. They lose interest in being managed. Classic marriage can quietly turn into a role assignment. Who cooks, who sacrifices, who softens, who calms down, who becomes more convenient. And Aries didn't come to Earth to be convenient. Why classic marriage is often not suitable. Aries needs intensity, challenge, growth, and above all, respect. In many traditional marriages, her fire gets interpreted as too much, too ambitious, too direct, too independent, too loud in her opinions. If she feels constantly corrected or domesticated, she starts fighting. Or she shuts her heart and becomes a roommate with a ring. Aries also doesn't do well with relationships that reward passivity. If the marriage routine becomes predictable, her passion dries up, and then people say, she changed. No, she got bored of being the only one bringing energy. What's the better alternative for Aries? Creative marriage with flexible roles, equal power, equal freedom, equal responsibility. Guest marriage lot can be perfect when Aries needs her own territory to stay romantic, not resentful. A relationship built like a team, not like a household hierarchy. Aries thrives when both partners keep their own lives and come together by choice, not obligation. Where she feels best in love, with someone emotionally strong and secure, the kind of partner who isn't threatened by her drive and doesn't try to win against her. Aries doesn't want a boss. She wants a co-leader. Her ideal connection feels like you admire each other. You compete playfully, not destructively. You build goals together: business, travel, fitness, a shared dream. If her partner is lazy, passive, or controlling, the relationship turns into conflict fast. Her chances of a happy relationship outside of marriage, very high. Aries can build a powerful, long-term bond without traditional rules, as long as there's loyalty and mutual pride. She's not afraid of commitment, she's afraid of a commitment that turns into slow self-abandonment. Forecast 2026 asks Aries women a dangerous question. Do you want love? Or do you want a life? And your soul answers, both, but not at the cost of your identity. If you're in a relationship, this year pushes you to renegotiate the rules, boundaries, independence, shared goals. Many Aries will choose a bold restructure, separate finances, separate spaces, or a more flexible partnership model. If you're single, you'll attract someone who respects your ambition, but you must watch for soft-controlled jealousy wrapped in romance. Your love becomes happiest the moment you stop apologizing for your fire. Scorpio OCT 23 November 21st, the woman who can't live on the surface. Scorpio is the sign people least suspect in this topic because Scorpio can be fiercely loyal, deeply bonded, intensely devoted. So why would classic marriage not suit her? Because Scorpio doesn't just want commitment, she wants truth. And classic marriage can sometimes become a beautiful performance where the real intimacy dies behind closed doors. Why classic marriage is often not suitable. In a traditional setup, Scorpio may end up carrying emotional depth alone. She senses everything, feels everything, notices every shift while the relationship stays polite on the surface. Over time, Scorpio starts to feel like she's married to a mask. Also, Scorpio doesn't tolerate betrayal, and betrayal isn't always cheating. Sometimes betrayal is emotional neglect, chronic dishonesty. I'm fine when they're not. Secrets, half-truths, disloyalty to the bond. In classic marriage, people sometimes hide behind stability, shared bills, shared routines, shared social image. Scorpio sees through that instantly. If she feels trapped in a bond that's emotionally fake, she becomes suspicious, intense, and protective, not because she's toxic, but because she's fighting for realness. What's the better alternative for Scorpio? A private, custom-designed partnership, creative marriage where emotional intimacy is the main contract, not the legal one. Guest marriage law can surprisingly help Scorpio because it prevents emotional stagnation. Space keeps desire alive and reduces power games. A relationship where both partners actively practice honesty therapy, deep talks, rituals of connection, clear boundaries with outsiders. Where Scorpio feels best in love, with someone emotionally brave. Scorpio doesn't need perfection. She needs integrity. She thrives with a partner who can say, here's what I'm really feeling, here's what I'm afraid of, here's where I was wrong. Scorpio women are happiest in relationships that feel sacred, not necessarily religious, but deeply intentional. She'd rather be in an unconventional relationship that's real than in a perfect marriage that's empty. Her chances of a happy relationship outside of marriage, excellent, possibly even better than inside it, if she chooses a partner who values privacy, loyalty, and emotional depth. Scorpio doesn't need a certificate to be devoted. She needs a bond that feels like home and truth at the same time. Forecast 2026 is Scorpio's truth year in love. Secrets come to light, yours or theirs, not to destroy you, but to free you. If you're married and unhappy, you'll stop tolerating emotional crumbs. If you're dating, you'll quickly sense who is capable of real intimacy and who is just playing a role. This year favors Scorpio women who choose quality over image. The right relationship structure for you may look unconventional, but it will feel powerful, loyal, private, emotionally honest, and deeply safe. Final message for all 5 signs. If you are Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aries, or Scorpio, your destiny isn't no marriage. Your destiny is no fake marriage. Your happiest love is built on a design that fits you, not a tradition that pressures you.